that God cannot eat. Now that's in Surah 5.
That's my next point. Eating is
Okay,
drinking.
so Surah 5, Ayah 75. What does it say about Allah?
Well, God cannot eat, I believe, it says.
Now, why do you have a problem with that?
Eating and drinking is one of the pleasures of life. Both the Muslim heaven and in the Christian heaven, eating and drinking is one of the things we have to look forward to. Christians eat and drink on earth. Jesus, when he came to earth, he ate and drank many times with his disciples at the Last Supper, with Matthew in his house, with Zacchaeus in his house. Jesus, our God, eats and drinks.
Because he was a man.
Even in heaven, I believe, we'll have a feast, the wedding feast of the Lamb, where God will be there eating and drinking.
Now, can you eat and drink?
Oh yes, I can.
But Allah cannot eat or drink.
He cannot.
So that makes you greater than Allah.
Yeah.
Can you see, in every case, when you limit God, that makes us greater than God, doesn't it?
You're right, Casey.
Please stop limiting God.
Hey, can you go live?
Get a bigger God.
Can you go live?
Oh, his name is Jesus. His name is Jesus. What a God we got. So already you now show Allah cannot enter time and space, our God can. Allah can't go to the toilet, our God can. Allah cannot eat, our God can.
Our God has physical strength. Allah does not.
Our God can lift, and Allah cannot lift a thing. Allah is incapable of lifting anything. So what else do you have?
So as you guys can see, the stupidity of Christians, and I always do this because I'm doing this video especially for the false potato, the Megamind, and his idiot, not Christian. They're both idiots, by the way. They will support anything this guy J. Smith says. Now they're arguing, J. Smith, that God eats, God goes to the toilet. Allah cannot eat, Allah does not go to the toilet. And they're saying that this is proof that Jesus is more powerful because he can eat and drink. So Jesus got hungry. Jesus wanted to go to the restroom, right? Jesus can sometimes get sick, let's say, right? So they're saying that Jesus is hungry and goes to the washroom means that he is more powerful. This is so stupid. Because when you get hungry, you get dizzy, you get tired, you can suffer, right? There are many people that are in poverty right now who wish that they were never hungry. There are people who have a bowel problems, go to the washroom all the time, who wish that they never had bowel problems. There are people that wish that they never had to go to the restroom and, keep wasting time sitting in the restroom and, letting out, everything, right? And now this idiot is saying that because Allah does not get hungry, that means he does not get tired through hunger, he does not feel hungry. He's saying that because Allah doesn't do that, he's not more powerful than Jesus. This is so stupid because in Hebrews chapter 5 verse 7, Jesus needed another God. He prayed to another God, he cried to another God, which is Yahweh, who is more powerful than him, and he cried to him to save him from death. And yet you're saying Jesus is not all powerful. Now if you go through the video completely, it's so stupid. Because he's going to mention that Jesus can come on earth, can enter creation, Jesus can become a human, a man, right? Now first of all, you ask him, okay, can Jesus sin? He will say no. Then you will tell him, this would mean that Jesus is not all powerful because he cannot sin. Can Jesus become a devil? He will say no. As when you catch the Christian, this is when he will start to think properly. He will say no, unless if he says that Jesus can become a devil, means that Jesus is a devil. Because he can become a devil, and he's proving that this makes Jesus more powerful than Allah. Now then you ask him, can Jesus lie? He will say no, Jesus does not lie, unless if he says Jesus can lie, means that his Bible is full of lies. This is when you catch him. And especially this idiot, the false potato, and not Christian, who follow this guy, who blindly follow him. Now I'm not sure if this guy is this stupid, because I have in my mind this guy is really stupid because he failed two PhDs in a row. But if he wasn't that stupid, he's probably saying these things to try to defend his religion in one way. Lying, just saying these things out, just so he can defend his religion in any way. And he knows it's wrong, he knows these things that he's saying are wrong, but he's just saying it to defend his religion. Now you can ask him, can Jesus exist and not exist at the same time? Can Jesus order us to worship more than one God? This is when he will start to think. Then you ask him, okay, you can ask him, can Jesus become poor? And by meaning that if he becomes poor, he starts to suffer like a human. He will say no. Then you ask him, can Jesus not turn into a god anymore? Can he not exist anymore? Can he make himself not exist anymore and tell people, you do not have to worship any god, you do not have to follow any rules? He will say no. Then that means, again, according to his saying, Jesus is not all powerful because he can't do that. Can Jesus have other gods with him, create other gods with him? No. Again, not powerful. Can Jesus die and not exist anymore? Like, there's no more God anymore, or Yahweh can die and not exist anymore? He will say no. Then he is proven according to his logic that God is not all powerful. Now this is really stupid. There are people in poverty who are wishing to eat food, to not be hungry. They wish to become humans that don't suffer from thirst or hunger, that can live. Actually, being a human and not suffering from thirst or hunger is actually a very good thing. Because let's say you're lost in the desert. You don't need to drink any more water. You don't suffer. You don't need any food with you. Go travel, right? You don't have to waste time eating food. His Jesus, according to him, is saying that God can eat and drink. Therefore, God is more powerful than Allah. That his Jesus is more powerful than Allah. This is completely stupid. This is completely stupid. And if Christians do follow this guy, it shows that Christianity destroys brain cells and they're stupid. So this is the stupidity of J. Smith. There's no logic. There's no logic. In Hebrews chapter 5 verse 7, Jesus asks for help and prays to other God. J. Smith will say, yes, Jesus is more powerful because he can pray to another God. And he can suffer. This is stupid. This is stupid, really. He's suffering, you're killing God. They killed your God. And Jesus cried out loud to someone who can save him. He couldn't save himself. Another God can save him. Now in the Quran, the same thing. Allah saved Jesus. He raised him. بَلْ رَفَعَهُ اللَّهُ إِلَيْهِ, as the Quran says. And he says, when I protected you against the children of Israel from killing you, right? Jesus couldn't protect himself. So Jesus needed Allah. Allah is more powerful. He doesn't need to eat or drink. He's the one who creates food and drinks for us to eat and drink. Allah is above what they ascribe for him, like from things, right? This is very stupid. So this is what I have to make to show you the stupidity of Christianity. They're either doing this because they're stupid, or they're either doing this just to say anything to defend their religion. They will say, wallahi, the Christians will say anything stupid to defend their religion. But when you catch them, you say, can God become a devil? They will say no. They say, your God is not all powerful. Can your God commit oppression unjustly? Can your God oppress someone unjustly? They will say no. Because they don't want to show that their God is the oppressor. Right? They will never say that. Can God exist and not exist at the same time? They will say no. Can your God not become God anymore? They will say no. Your God is not all powerful according to their logic. According to their stupid logic. Can your God lie? No, they can't. Your God gets hungry, he suffers from hunger. Jesus suffered, he was hungry, he suffered from hunger. He didn't find any figs on the fig tree to feed himself when he was hungry. Right? And this proves that getting hungry, you can get dizzy, you can suffer, you can do this, you can do that. If your God becomes human, he can get diabetes from eating too much, let's say. He can get diarrhea, he can get sick. He can feel pain. This is stupid. Seriously, this is stupid. So according to the J. Smith, he's saying that since Jesus is able to eat, he's more powerful than Allah. Let's ask him this question. Jesus never got married, never felt lust in his life. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ got married. The other prophets in his Bible as well got married. It proves that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, according to your logic of J. Smith, proves Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is more stronger than your God Jesus. He's more stronger than your Jesus. This is his logic. This is J. Smith's logic. He's going to go by this logic. He's an idiot. He's going to go by this logic. Now, the reason I'm holding the false potato, the idiot, accountable for this and not Christian is because they agree with everything this guy says. And they'll agree with him, right? And this is what I mean. Because the false potato also said that, didn't I tell you, Abdul, you better watch what you give a thumbs up to, because I will start holding you accountable for it. So he's saying that whoever I give thumbs up for, that means I agree with that person, everything he says. That is not true. I don't do that. But the false potato does. And he's setting out this criteria. So this means I will set out the criteria by exposing him through J. Smith.